Understanding army crawl, reflexes, high tone, and why now is it becoming a concern on my 9-month-old? Well, you can really blame the government on that. The government new standards are the babies aren't being addressed for development until they're 9 months old. You've slipped through the cracks and you need help. And you need help yesterday, not today. I'm looking for a facial video because I want to see the eye movements and what's going on in the face if it needs to go to a specialist. So to understanding too the army crawling and so forth. So the delays that you've had or concerns is you didn't have rolling over 2.5 to 3 months. I would say rolling over probably happened 5 to 6 months. Independent sitting is not that great. Propping to sit versus independent sitting and going left to right. And definitely your child does not come to sitting through the back. Grabbing the feet didn't happen at 4.5 months. So reflexes are really misunderstood. They're not part of development, but they're a response to development. So what you're looking for is that momentum and movement to carry into it, and you've got a high tone baby, but your baby's not getting into a crawl. Reason being because he rolls over into the position through the belly and pushes up and drags versus sitting up and going into all fours and then crawling. It's a completely different phenomenon of development, but you right now have that many missed markers. And so this is where development's coming down. I'm more so, like I said, I want to see the eye movements, but I don't like how he's pushing up and flopping through the side in the locomotion. Yes, you have locomotion and going on, but this is why you're getting the first key signs of development, because again, the government has stated that they don't want pediatricians looking at development or milestones until the baby is at 9 months. And now you're at 9 months and you're going to be in scramble mode. So typical, what goes on is they ask you to call early intervention. You might get a referral insurance-wise to physical therapy, but typically what's done for babies is they put you in the early intervention program. They will look first and have an evaluation done. And now early intervention has to declare your baby 50% delayed. Well, because they took off crawling as a milestone, as if, and all of these kind of things out of the key, independent sitting now, they're not looking for it 9 months. It should have happened at 5.5 months. So they've dumbed down our babies, and so, but they've done it so because your child's then not as delayed to need services to save money on the government. But meanwhile, your child is delayed and causing concerns and worries because, there's no way he's in a position right now to go into independent standing. And so right now, because he's not getting his transition skills properly, he hasn't had them since rolling over. And so these deviations are what's causing concern. I'd honestly go back to the rolling over course or possibly sitting in vision or coming into sitting. You need better foundations into the milestones. Your baby's getting locomotion, but it's not a crawl. Your baby's not crawling. Your baby's not, you know what I mean? And that's where the problems are. By the time you get into physical therapy, honestly, and if you get accepted in, it could take 2 to 3 months. Do you have 2 to 3 months? Now you're at a year. The wait and see approach I'm not trying to say there's something wrong with your child. I'm here to say that something wasn't done to help your child. And you need it. You need to work on them. So I would really get aggressive. First of all, please get me the video on the vision, because I want to make sure that there's binocular vision and decent convergence, and see what's going on there. And then that's where we're going to go from that. So sitting in vision, rolling over, or the coming to sitting course, wherever you feel comfortable with, that's where you start. If you don't feel comfortable, or if I can't support you correctly, I lose you, and then your child's not getting help. This is something you've got to have start at home. You can still get professional help once a week. 2 months from now is not, and again, if you get into a program, is not where you want to be. I want you to be more aggressive. And if things, I wouldn't actually, again, I'll wait to see the vision video. I wouldn't think twice about asking for a referral to neurology, because again, you're not going to get the appointment tomorrow. if there is a concern still in 2 months, you've got the appointment. If not, then you can cancel it. But that's where I would go with the bump up process. So reflex integration, as far as the standard goes, you're not going to have them properly. But what you're looking for, again, is functional movement and transitional movements. And that's where you need to work on more, is the milestones, the high tone, and those kind of transition skills, and to help your child. So that's where I would go down and build a better foundation versus waiting for the next step to happen, because your child's getting into trouble, and you need to get aggressive. Thanks.